Hey friends, Wayne over here at the Ram Man Inc. Don't forget the ink. You know, when we ship out kits, very few people read our paperwork at all. Very few people read our nice paperwork. This is not your normal paperwork like you'd find with some fridge from Frigidaire or whatever. This is from people putting things together, having lots of problems. It's a big old booklet. And it shows what to do if you run into some problems. Here we've got the early kit, 1994 to 1999. And this one started off as a shit show. And we can usually tell when it's going to be a shit show when, I'll tell you something. Now you have to understand something, that we've been open since the 80s. Doing Mopar brake components and such. When we have somebody that buys a kit and it hasn't been installed for months, 6 months, or a year, it doesn't matter whether it's a disc brake kit, a booster, whatever, we already know from the get-go that the person that bought that unit, more than likely from experience, is scared to death of it. They are scared to death of it, don't know how to install it, yada, yada, yada. Don't know how to get to a solution. Then we have the other ones, another group. We call them bench toppers. Bench toppers get all their shit out. And they look all through it in an attempt to find fault. They do all kinds of crazy things. Now see, this right here, this shit show started off with Stephen Roberts up in Flagstaff, Arizona. First of all, we sent a hub and it got damaged in the mail. You see that right there? You see that hub right there? Look at the size of that steel. It's the first for us. So he called us up and said, man, this sumbitch got whacked. That's pretty hard to do in shipping. Somebody dropped that thing and beat the hell out of it. Anyway, he wore Kay out, told us we didn't package stuff, and that's when it started. Then a couple days later, he calls up and he tells us, now, we've been doing this for years. He tells us that our hubs are machined wrong and the studs won't fit. See, on the early design, the 94 to 99 Dodge, the rotor goes behind the flange. The rotor fits here. So, in order to change a rotor, change a hub, whatever, you've got to separate the two. So, Doofus wasn't even putting the studs in the right hole. Doofus wasn't even putting the studs in the right hole. Doofus is putting studs back in the Ford hubs. Now, I've driven these three in. If you're gonna sit here and tell me, you can already tell that he tried. Can you see that right there? He has beat and destroyed the back of this hub. It's completely destroyed it. The bearing's missing out of it. Now, he's telling us this shit's never been on the truck before. He's telling us this shit hadn't even been on the truck before. This is how Doofus sent his stuff back claiming that the studs wouldn't fit. After he said that the studs wouldn't fit, we's just done with him. He's calling all the time, asking stupid questions. You can tell that he has never even done an oil change. You can just tell when you're talking to these people. Look at that shit. This is what the screws are. This is what Stephen Roberts sent back. Can't put the studs in the right hole. Poor man doesn't even know how to put studs in. He said that they were loose. And obviously they're not loose. Obviously they're not loose. Close that door. Don't interrupt me. So, that's what Doofus is telling me. So, we told him to box it up and send it back. But he led us to believe that he hadn't mounted anything and done anything. Hubs destroyed, dented in. Look at the back of that. Huh? What the fuck we gonna do with that shit? God bless you. God bless America. And happy trucking. If you don't know what you're doing, get you some help. Get you some help. Bye.